EA Sports have dropped a major update, dropping Kevin Vallejos as a new fighter, as well as Uris Medic from the welterweight division. And they did add Tank Abbott. We were not able to use him. I believe there's some type of glitch going on. They had to shut down the servers, which is why in my gameplays you're going to see him rushing to get this gameplay, because I was recording around 4:30. Servers go down at like 5 p.m. So let's get right into the bigger parts of the update, because I'm pretty sure you guys also care about the gameplay changes as well. So fix an issue that allowed takedown bails to be performed without stamina advantage. So I'm pretty sure this is the single leg bails where people were just able to relentlessly spam, those single leg bails over and over and over all fight, plaguing online ranked ladder or, ranked MMA. Fixed an issue that caused the pull guard takedown to become undeniable when fighters had a strong setup. Fixed an animation issue when performing a cage single leg from an open stance. Fixed an animation issue after getting up from the backside position. Fixed a rare animation issue when striking from the single under clinch position, and some other small things as well. We've redefined the base effects of several perks so they no longer work by buffing attributes. Instead, these effects now apply buffs directly. This is previously when perk base effects work by buffing attributes. They become partly or completely ineffective in cases where they would push attributes above 100. With this fix, base effects will now always be useful, even when a fighter has max attributes. Okay, that's good. And pretty much they fixed a bunch of them. I'm not gonna name all of them. There's like 10 of them in here. I just want to make sure that we're covering like the more important parts that are really gonna affect the gameplay. And they fixed some other flow states as well, because I don't want to bore y'all with some of the boring stuff that you might not care about or might be smaller. So we're just gonna get to right in the bigger things. Fixed a rare instance of ghost hits against fighters using head movement or blocking. These were strikes that did not connect physically but still affected the opponent. I've actually had some encounters with that as well, where just the range wasn't right, still getting hit, and some weird stuff going on, along with some desync as well. Like when we're just striking, sometimes I'll get teleported backwards. I'm not sure if that's going to be addressed. Fix an issue that caused frontal strikes to sometimes track the opponent performing side lunges, even when lunges were timed properly. Improve responsiveness for both fighters after leg kicks land. Previously, there was an awkward pause before a fighter can act, even though the animation seemed to allow them to act sooner. Now both fighters can act sooner in line with the animation. The frame advantage remains the same. This improvement affects all types of leg kicks, so calf kicks as well. Fix a rare animation that caused some uppercuts to wrap around the striker's back. I'm not sure if I really experienced that. Then they also have a good amount of fighter updates as far as attributes, perks. Anderson Silva has a Superman punch changed across to the heavy variant. I like that. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure why he had the fast, cross, because his cross, he'd be putting people out. I thought that should be like a heavy cross. I've been using a lot of cross process, so I'm gonna have to adjust the way I play. We can't spam the cross. Heavy strikes do cost more stamina to throw. They're slower, easier to counter. You gotta set it up more. I'm all for it. Charles Oliveira attribute changes. Let's go. Mighty Mouse signature rear hook. Aldo lead hook is getting changed. Pretty sure there's something more custom. Let's see. Usman set jab cross variance to level 5. Okay, thank you. We needed that. That was his best moves for the most part, especially if we're talking about the prime stats. And fixed perk assignment. Lyoto Machida added signature rear jumping switch kick. Holloway, okay, good. Increased combo levels for Holloway. Attribute changes for him as well. I'm assuming this is probably for the lightweight version specifically, because he has 89 punch power, even though he's knocked people out, dropped Poirier, and shown he has a lot of power at lightweight. So hopefully it's 92, 94. Michelle Pereira added cage Superman punch. Combo levels increased. Added O'Malley's signature cross. Attribute changes for Sean Strickland. Same for Waldo Cortez Acosta. Increased combo levels for Wanderlei Silva. Added signature lead jump and switch kick to Yair Rodriguez. So you guys are Yair means that's a W. Locomotion animation improvements. We've improved locomotion for multiple fighters to provide better feedback. Updated Fighters include Angela Hill, Sandhagen, Nate Diaz, and Sean O'Malley. So let's see. Fix a rear crash. Okay, these are some crash issues that are fixed. Okay, so for the most part, that's a bulk of what the update is doing. Unfortunately, you don't really hear me talk about stamina, counters, damage, and everything like that. Like, counter shots do very well. Oh, by the way, guys, look, you guys can see I'm using Medic. You see how his head kicks and body kicks are phasing through the opponent? This is very dangerous because people can head kick counter you or just punch through your kicks. Even though you're landing them at perfect range, do not use him in rank. I promise you, you're going to land some beautiful body kicks that should hit stun your opponent and stop them. They're going to walk right through and knock you out. I promise you. And look, it's even doing it with the head kick. I have the same problem with Leon Edwards' body kicks. So I'm not sure if they're ever addressing that or they even know that's an issue. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably try to clip that up and send it to somebody that can get in touch with the the managers or the devs, whatever. But don't feel too bad because it says our team is working diligently to improve changes requested throughout the UFC 6 community, including flow state visuals toggle. Unfortunately, it's not in this update. And it says alongside, we're also committed to bringing you more gameplay balance. So the next update is going to be more about stamina, counters, flow state balance, and something about fighter reach. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with that where, I don't know, maybe fighters are feeling longer than they should. I'm not too sure. I haven't specifically tested that. This is only a first look at what's coming in our next major gameplay update for UFC 6 next week, July 6th. We'll share a full blog breaking down all the changes, and I'll make a video covering all the detailed changes that they are making in that July 6th update whenever we get the patch notes or whatever, or whenever it drops. I can't wait to test it because I haven't been playing ranked for the most part because of stamina. Stamina right now is so arcadey and goofy, I can't even take the game seriously. And as a competitive player, if the game doesn't feel competitive, I don't feel incentivized to play ranked. Especially when ranked offers no rewards. There's no seasonal badges. There's no rewards for hitting the top 100, hitting Division 20 multiple times. I don't see the point. They don't really incentivize you to play ranked much at all. But like once the stamina update does drop, I do plan on playing more ranked. MMA ranked, I'm not sure. I've had some problems with grappling where I'm doing transition fakes and they get stuck and I just get instantly reversed. So you guys know the arm triangle fake when you guys have top half guard. I'll do that fake, it gets stuck and I get like instantly reversed. And sometimes when I'm doing fakes in full guard to try to pass somebody's full guard, they just get stuck and they're easy to deny and it feels like I almost can't even fake at times. So I'm still practicing the grappling and everything because it is a little bit different because there's some more input delay within this game. So you have to be a bit quicker and also kind of predict a little bit better. But for the most part, the grappling is the same old thing anyways. It's just less responsive, so it's something I have to get used to. But takedowns are a lot better. There is combinations that go into takedowns better, so I'm going to be trying to practice those for future fights. Or for like future ranked. But I'm going to start off with stand and bang, and while I'm working on the grappling stuff, just learning, how to get used to those issues and how to work around them a little bit. Then I will probably do some ranked MMA, but I'm probably going to be starting off, like once this update drops where the stamina is getting fixed, it's probably going to be stand and bang ranked. I'm mainly focused on the striking. Literally, grappling is the exact same, where it's just boring, waiting on denials, GA building, and just like it literally takes like 2 minutes to change a position at times, and it's just ridiculous. People could sit, wait on denials, power posture up, muscle modify up to posture up, and posture down and just hold you in half guard because there's just nowhere to go besides full guard. You had to have like a double denial and GA built up so much to get the back sitting or going up to full guard from the bottom half guard. I feel like they should have speed all those transitions up so like it's not easy to pin somebody. Because if I got Conor McGregor, I could literally pin somebody down. Like, that's ridiculous. It's too easy to hold people down. And I feel like the game does not allow you to be a dangerous, submissive fighter with the grappling system. They don't have to rehaul it, but if they make some changes like, say, if you get denied, you get 15% less short-term stamina. you know, effect or whatever. So like when you are getting denied, it's not much stamina being lost, so you can just basically pair up a whole bunch of different transitions just to get to a different position. It will encourage you to move around more, and it won't feel like you have to wait all the time. You know, that simple change can really change how grappling works without even having to revamp anything. That's just a slider tuning update away. But EA chooses to make it very slow, sluggish, and stalling, very stall heavy. So I'm just not a big fan of it personally. But you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully you do enjoy these new fighters. I definitely am going to be using them. Like, I want to use Medic and Prates mainly to counter probably like an MVP, Gary, because of how much power we got. So it's going to be exciting to actually use Carlos Prates, because now he has the heavy cross. Makes a lot more sense. And he's probably going to feel like he hits a lot harder. So when we do time those crosses down the pipe, they're actually going to feel like we hit him for something heavy, which is definitely good. And it's also a skill gap too. You can't spam heavy strikes. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video.